Just state your business. Fast.
Tell them we've come to take Chief Cloudwalker in for questioning. Tell him we just need some information. If he comes peacefully, nobody will be hurt.
Hono atu an war aftermath. Nadu sans Joanna and Hoa mo ane eno. Mabua vezamazza at Dotsohan. If the side door, hey?
He won't be tired. I told him to come in peace.
Let him be.
Sidney.
No need for this! Hold your fire! Don't shoot! Wait! No! This ain't gonna prove nothing!
Who's there? Need your help, sir? It's Gypsy Smith.
What is it, Gypsy?
Got a young'un here, Chief Cloudwalker's son. They took the chief into custody. The boy's mother was killed.
What is it, John?
It's nothing, Nora. Go on back to bed.
Come into the kitchen. We'll get a fire going.
What is it, Mama? Savages. More savages.
He's going to be fine, Gypsy. You can rest assured of that. We have several students at the school from the Hayo band, so he'll fit right in. Hawaii? Nasaidu.
Needs a haircut. Probably has bugs.
All in good time, Nora.
Boy's been through a nightmare, man.
A terrible ordeal.
It's their fault. We've known the Indians have been planning something for months. We hear the drums. Sometimes all night we hear the drums.
Nora, perhaps it's best if you go upstairs. The word is that Chief Cloudwalker was raising an insurrection against the government.
Can't hardly blame him, considering what the government's done to him and his people. They said they only wanted to question him. So I led them right into their camp. Chief Cloudwalker trusted me. We've been friends for years.
What's your name?
Rachel.
He can't understand English.
His name's Little Raven.
I used to have a little raven. It had a broken wing and I made it better. Only then it flew away.
Yes, well, but we have to have a proper name for the boy, like Stewart or Arthur.
Corby. That little chick was named Corby. These Daddy Corby.
We'll see.
Good, it's settled. You are Corby. Me, Rachel. He don't understand.
I suspect he understands more than he lets on. His father speaks English. His mother, Rainbow Woman, was a Christian convert.
Oh, this is making the children very agitated. Never going to get them to sleep.
Corby. White, that's a good name. Could use a few whites around here. You're being so rude, Dexter. Hate it. Sometimes I wish you were even my brother. I'm only your half-brother. My real father would never took us out here to the ends of the earth. Look at him. Can't even eat. He don't know how to use a fork.
Now, Dexter, that's enough. I want you to be kind to this boy. And we'll get him all fixed up in the school dormitory tomorrow morning.
What about tonight? Is he going to sleep here in this house?
Mr. Smith, you'll have to forgive my wife's anxiety, but we've had some very trying times.
The wolves. We had wolves last winter. They were scratching on all the windows and the doors. I'm from Baltimore. I'm not used to living like this. This is not even a decent tree. I long for trees.
There's a room in the barn. It's very comfortable. A hired hand just up and went back to his tribe.
Boy and me'll be fine out there. Comfortable. Almost soft. Got a buffalo robe and everything. Must have known you was coming. I'll just put my bedroll down here on the floor. I can't sleep on a white man's bed no more anyhow. Lost the knack. My mother was Cherokee. I was half raised with her people. Miss some of it to this day. Hunting trips when I was a boy. Sleeping out on the ground under a bear skin, listening to the dogs bark in the early morning. I never meant to bring harm, you understand? Them I can size down low. Things went bad. Soldiers shooting and everything. I just couldn't leave you there to get yourself killed. I'll be leaving before it's light. I'll go to Fort Reno, talk to your father, let him know where you're at and that you're safe. You might not see him again for a long time. You gotta put your trust in this man, Maxwell. He's good. He'll help you.
I go with you.
Yeah, boy. I'll be around when you need me. Anyway, I ain't nothing but a gunslinger. I can't teach you nothing but how to kill people. You got a chance to learn books. That's where the power is. Better than guns. Oh, no, my friend. You let them make you into a white boy. You learn books. Find out how they turn words into power. Yes.
Seems to be some cooties in there, all right.
Oh. Now, it won't hurt. Not a handsome Indian brave like you. Cut, Mrs. Clarksdale. I'll hold.
Ah! I'm bit to the bone. Get Superintendent Maxwell.
Help. Get us some help before it kills us.
I know you're here, so it's not going to do any good to hide. We want to help you, boy. Don't you understand that?
He said my name. I don't blame you for not wanting your beautiful haircut.
Corby, I know it's difficult, but you can't go hitting and biting women. I don't think your father would be very proud of that.
I don't blame him. They were trying to scalp him. You don't have to stay here. Don't you worry, you can come to our house.
Rachel, that's against the rules, taking a student in. And you know how your mother feels.
He can stay in Charlie Lightfoot's room in the barn. It's nicer than here. Would you like that? The room where you stayed last night.
Okay, Corby, but you have to get a haircut and get your uniform. And no more biting.
He attacked 2 teachers?
Yep.
What if he attacks one of us?
He was scared out of his wits. He's never been around white people before. There we go. There you go, Corby. Boiled ham, corn mush. You'll like that texture.
I think he'd be happier eating with his own kind.
Rachel.
Excuse me. You did that on purpose. I said excuse me. It's not my fault if you can't understand.
Dexter.
My clean floor.
Rachel, please, say the blessing.
Dear Lord, make people around here be nice to Corby. Amen. Corby? Snow pudding. Only it tastes better than snow. You didn't hardly eat any supper. I don't blame you. My mother and my brother are kind of suspicious of strangers. It's not poison. Like lemon's only sweet. Snow pudding?
What were you doing out there in the middle of the night dressed like that?
I just took him some pudding.
You're starting to look like an Indian yourself.
Rachel, go back to bed.
He was all alone out there.
Go back to bed. And Nora, why don't you and I do the same thing? Okay. The child has a tender heart, Nora. She can't help it.
It was Indian milk.
No, don't start on that.
I never should have let her suckle from that Indian woman. Turned her from me.
Oh, you were sickly, Nora. You couldn't feed her. Black Kettle Woman had to save her life.
There's a settler over by Guthrie. He was at the trading post. Mudhall was talking about it. His wife killed herself and her 4 little children.
Now, Nora, please, lie down beside me and let me hold you.
You never should have married me. A widow with a young boy. I'm not cut out for this.
I love you, Nora. I never regretted our marriage.
I used to dance with Clyde Bingham. My skirts used to twirl. Everybody envied me. I was so blessed. Dexter was a beautiful child. An angel. He had hair like spun gold. I was beautiful too then, when I was married to Clyde Bingham, before I met you.
You were still the most beautiful creature that I ever saw.
John, listen to the wind. That woman, she killed herself and her children. Homesteaders. Lived in a dugout by Guthrie. Her babies. She slit their little throats from ear to ear. Corby, be careful with the weeding. Don't chop up the young plants. You can't teach him anything.
He's a hard worker, Mommy. You gotta admit that.
So much to do, Rachel. It's mopping and washing. Fruit to bottle. That tiresome food. Fried pork and boiled pork over and over. And the wind. What is that? That funny-looking cloud. That's scum. It's a big cloud of scum.
Kirby. Rachel, quick. We don't have much time. Get all these clothes off the line and use them to cover as many plants as we can. Nora, please, go inside. Go inside and lock the doors.
They're eating my skirt. They're eating my skirt. It's the wrath of God, John. It's the wrath of God.
Nora.
They're on my legs. Get them off me.
They're off.
I can hear them. I can hear their wings. They're in the curtains. They're in the window curtains. The locusts shall cover the face of the earth, and they shall eat every tree that groweth in the field. They shall come in the houses.
No, please.
I'm afraid I'm losing my mind.
Well, then
I'm losing my mind.
Let me help you. Hold on, Nora.
Take Rachel away from here. Promise me when I die. I don't want her to be alone.
Nora, you are not going to die. You're going to live a long, long time. And we'll leave. We'll go back east.
It's too late for me. Dexter, he's going to be a man soon. It's easier for men. But Rachel, make her go to school. Send her away. There's no life for her here. There's no life for a woman here. There's no life. Oh, my hands are so old, John. My hands are so old.
I swept up all the dead grasshoppers. I didn't want Mama to see them when she came down in the morning.
Oh, that's good, Rachel. I appreciate that.
I found 4 in the flower bin. But I just picked them out. No need telling Mama, is there?
No, I guess not. Not this time.
Mama, I fixed you some bread and cream. With coffee and sugar on it. The way you like.
Hey, Corby, what's this?
Rachel! Hey, how about this? Woo!
We passed around the Colosseum, the moon shining through its arches. So vast was it. Are you listening?
Sort of.
Someday I'll go there.
To Rome, Italy? When you're rich?
When I'm a judge. Or a lawyer. Maybe a doctor. Next year, I'm going to Carlile Academy in Pennsylvania. On a train. Never imagined I'd ever get to ride on a train.
It's not fair. You're gonna go away, and Dexter's gonna go away, and I'm gonna be stuck here forever.
No, you'll marry some old preacher man and move to Oregon.
I will not.
Mean old preacher with his Sunday book.
No, I won't. The only one I'll ever marry is you.
Rachel, you're skinny dipping. Wait until I tell.
We were not skinny dipping, Dexter. I have my underwear on.
Hey, Corby, your father's out of prison.
Corby, let's go see.
They just come with him in the back of a wagon from Fort Reno. What's wrong, Corby? You ashamed of your father?
I'm not ashamed of anything. You hear me, Dexter?
Come on, Corby, don't fight.
You're ashamed of being a dirty Indian.
Lieutenant Marble Jacobson, releasing this prisoner into your custody, Agent Maxwell. You tell Cloudwalker, if he breaks the law in any way, he'll be returned to prison for the rest of his life.
That's my father.
Wo eftermens. My enorm o manas. Sudana awu odan.
Met
22nd, 4 million acres of reservation land will be open to homesteaders. Under terms of the Medicine Lodge Treaty, a majority of adult male Indians have voted for this provision, making it legal.
I speak to the white man in white man's tongue. You take away our buffalo. Take away our children. Take away our dreams. In the Medicine Lodge Treaty, we were promised the land of our ancestors as long as the grass grows and the river flows. Your words have no truth, no honor. The day the white settlers come to take our land, that'll be a good day to die. Now, Matano! I have finished speaking.
I'm not the son he remembers.
Buffalo rifle lever action. 7 shots in the wink of an eye. Gun of the future. Can hit a target a mile away. How about the big red?
Not for sale.
You drive a hard bargain, my friend.
Pieball in the Mustang. The big red's for my son. You say it is good for him to learn the ways of the white man's medicine. I say he must learn the ways of his people, too. To prove himself a man, he must tame the horse.
The Raven's a fine young man. I've been watching him through the years. You'd be proud of the way he done grew it up.
I saw my son. My son's a white boy.
Chief Walk the Clouds, listen to me. Thousands of settlers are just waiting to pounce on this land right here where we stand, all around, far as you can see. There's no way to stop them. It's better that your son can live in the white world. It's better.
Black white man speaks truth. The day of the human beings is over. The day of the white man begins. Take the stallion to my son. Latlati, what you see is a ghost. We are all ghosts. Nothing but ghosts.
If you're going to school in the fall, I don't know what you need a horse for.
It's a gift from my father. I have to show him I can tame it.
It's gonna be quite a job. Big Red's one onerous on gun.
It's okay, Big Red. I know you're scared. You're just gonna have to get used to me.
Out here every day, every night, talking to a stupid horse.
He's not stupid, Rachel.
An agency wrangler's coming out here tomorrow to geld him.
Nobody's touching this horse. I want him to be my friend.
Friend, yeah. You gotta show him who's boss.
Rachel! You got butter to churn. That's not my job.
Have fun with your friend.
She fancies you, Kobe.
Rachel? Rachel's like my sister. Tell me about my father.
Father believes that if they do the ghost dance long enough and hard enough, a white man will go away. I gotta tell you, Navistack, there ain't no dance that's gonna bring back the buffalo and the Indian dead. The war is over, and the Indians lost. You stick with the books. Don't be like me.
You think if I go away to college, then I'll fit? In a white man's world, I mean?
You're asking a misfit. Yeah. We're all bits and pieces, handed down to us from the ones before, bits and pieces we pass on to the ones after. I don't know where anybody fits. I do know that your father is a great man, Little Raven. No matter where you go in this life, no matter what happens, you remember where you come from and be proud to be his son.
Wait, Corby!
doing?
Carving our names. So when we come back here, we'll always remember this day. Rachel and Corby and a heart.
A heart?
We love each other, don't we?
Yes. Of course.
So, we'll get married, and we'll have 100 babies, and we'll feed them all on bread and molasses. If you love someone, you're supposed to kiss them.
Big man, Gypsy. Read an important letter like white man.
I knowed me a bunch of words, Molly, but ain't none of them in this letter.
Mr. Maxwell, he helped you. You read good.
You got a letter?
Lots of big words. Handwriting kind of spindly. You see what you can make of it.
Oklahoma Immigration Association. Goodness gracious, Joseph Mossberger. You heard of him before?
Yeah, some high-mucking colored man up in Kansas.
One of the best-known colored men in the country. Dear Mr. Smith, there are thousands of Negroes in the South who are at this moment preparing to make the run for homesteads when the Oklahoma district is open to settlers next month. Would you consider going to Tennessee and bringing back a wagon train of colored settlers to make a run for the unassigned land? Your help is sorely needed.
I don't hold much with sodbusters. Fact is, I like this country the way it is.
Sodbusters are coming here whether you like it or not. They're colored and they're white. Some I hear walking. Probably crawl, I guess, if they have to.
District gonna be open by a run. One who gets there first gets the homestead. That means a horse race. How's any folks on foot gonna manage? Dirt poor immigrants? They'd be babes in the woods.
I guess that's why he's asking you. Your reputation as a gunslinger.
Corby. I brought you some snow pudding.
Snow pudding.
Remember? Like my mother used to make.
I remember that night. That bowl of pudding was the best thing I ever tasted. Like lemons, only sweet. This is better. You better go to bed. Your father.
He's asleep. So's Dexter. I can sneak back in the morning.
Rachel.
I want to stay with you, Corby. All night.
In the absence of her mother, we feel we have to step in.
What's she done now?
You must realize that her and that boy should be separated.
Corby?
He's a man.
Corby is like a brother.
Like I said, there are things only a mother would notice.
You think that Rachel and Corby...
Mr. Maxwell, we think Rachel should be sent away to Miss Fenwick's Young Female Academy in St. Louis. Now, Miss Fenwick is an acquaintance of mine, and I have no doubt she'll find a place for her for the fall term.
This is nonsense. Corby is like my own son. He and Rachel are like brother and sister. Well, I won't hear this.
John, you're a good man. But you've got a blind spot about your children. Why, you protect that boy Dexter, and everyone at the agency knows he's got sticky fingers.
Now, Dexter...
He's had his hand in the till. My husband caught him outright. I thought you knew.
They're gonna have to fire you. Can't trust you with anything.
Well, they'll be just doing me a favor. I want something more than being a pen pusher in some dirty backward Indian agency processing 100 red Negroes a day.
Where did you pick up that term? I don't want to hear that kind of talk in this house.
Fine, because I'm leaving this house. Don't care if I never receive it again.
What are you going to do about the money you owe? I've covered for you over and over.
I didn't take nothing.
Now, Dexter, wait a minute. Where are you going?
Got to ride to Guthrie with Hugh Hogarth first thing in the morning. I'll sleep in the boarding house tonight. I'm not wanted here. I never have been.
That's not true, Dexter.
Oh, everything will be perfect with me out of your hair. Just you and Rachel and your favorite Corby White. Hey, they're out there in the barn right now. Well, who knows what they're up to?
Rachel?
Oh, Daddy.
In the house, Rachel.
Oh, Daddy, it's not a sin. We're gonna get married.
In the house. How long has this been going on? Nothing can come of it. Do you understand?
Why?
You're an Indian, and the last thing in this world that you'll be allowed to have is a white woman.
I'm supposed to live without Rachel.
Rachel is leaving for school in St. Louis.
She won't go.
I trusted you, Corby. You were like my son, and you betrayed me.
I trusted you too, John Maxwell. You told me I belonged in the white man's world. Now I know the truth. The only place I'll ever belong is with my people.
Rachel, do you realize what it would be like tied down to a bunch of children that are half Indian?
I never thought I'd hear you say that.
Look, it's not right, but it is the way the world is. It's the way society would see it. And your own children would be looked down on. They'd be ostracized. You're young, and you have your whole life ahead of you.
I love Corby. I don't care about anything else but him. I just want Corby.
Rachel?
Corby! Corby! Corby!
Rachel, I understand. Rachel?
His horse is gone. All his things. Where is he? Where did he go?
Maybe all of these years, it's been a mistake. Maybe we should have left the Indian children with their parents, with their own cultures. I just don't know. Rachel, I really just don't know.
I'll never forgive you for this. Never!
Gentlemen, after 25 years of freedom, the Negro race is as bad off as it was in slavery. We're still working the white man's mules, the white man's tools. We're still getting lynched.
3 lynchings last Friday in Memphis alone.
Has to stop. Our people need a land of their own. And this is it, Oklahoma. And that's where you men come in. You 2 men will lead our people to an area where they will have the best chance of finding a claim. Whiskey.
What you paying?
$1 a day. It's not much. But I was hoping I could appeal to you on the basis of race. I mean, after all, you are Negroes.
I'm only half. So, it ain't my fight, you see. Now, if you will excuse me, gentlemen, I'll go on out and take care of my horse.
Well, Chickasaw, what about you? You're gonna run out on us too? These are your people. They need your help.
Unless I'm mistaken, it's the prettiest outlaw west of the Mississippi. The Rose of Cimarron herself.
Look here, you spared my life back then, down around the muddy. Had your 44 up against my head, hell, you could have collected $100 reward.
I could see you was about 8 months pregnant. I knew if I hold you in for the bounty, you would have had that kid in prison.
Anyway, you done me a favor. And I reckon I'm finally going to be able to return it. I'm with the Beeson bunch, here to kill them colored you're with. Gonna string them up on the water tank before the next train comes in. Man with a camera on that train's gonna take pictures for the newspapers down south. Plan is to keep the colored homesteaders from coming out here. Now, I'm telling you this so you can save yourself.
Rose, how'd you get mixed up in this?
Times is hard, Gypsy. Things ain't like the old days. Did you see that skunk I'm riding with now? Anyway, it's in my blood, I guess.
You call this swill whiskey? I drunk panther piss tastes better than this. Be all right for the niggers and the women, maybe. Then this the kind of panther piss you colors like to drink, isn't it?
Excuse me. We're trying to conduct some business.
Yeah. I know your business.
Sit down, I'll blow your head off.
Now, I want all you tar babies get your hands up in the air. Unbuckle them pistol belts and let them drop.
I'm unarmed. What is the meaning of this? Shut up!
You shut up too, Nez. You won't scare these darkies all to death. Knife too, boy.
Okay. Up against the wall. All of you!
What about him? What you anyway? You Indian? You Negro?
Me, Cherokee.
You're that Negro bounty hunter, Gypsy Smith. You got Bob Abernathy last year up in no man's land. How much reward you get for taking him in?
More than he was worth.
I am gonna hang you like they hung Bob. Might even let Nez here cut your balls off first.
You drop your gun belt. Left hand. Now you get over there with the rest of them.
Don't, Chickasaw! It's a woman! One more thing, Rose. Who put the gang up to this? Who's paying them off?
I don't know, Gypsy. Could be the Klan, but I don't rightly know for sure. And that's the God's truth.
What happened to that kid you had?
Kid got his head blowed off out on the Utah salt flats last May.
Sorry to hear that.
Dead set to be an outlaw, but didn't have the touch.
Let's hurry. Get out of here before the law shows up. Thanks, Rose. Take care of yourself.
See that? Over there? They had them damn ropes up there, just waiting for our necks to get in them. Think, man, think. Think what would happen to these poor, ignorant, colored immigrants if they were to meet up with a band like this. Don't you see? That's why you have to go.
Reckon so. Reckon so.
I promised your mother I'd send you away to school. This country is brutal, Rachel, on everybody, especially on women. And that's what killed your mother, all the hardships and the loneliness. She wanted something better for you. I do too.
It's Corby. Stop. Let me out. Stop. Let me out. Corby! 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 Corby, come down here!
Rachel, he can't hear you.
What does that mean? What he did with his hands? What does it mean?
It means go in peace, Rachel. Go in peace.
Mr. Smith.
Morning there, Clarence. Fine morning, ain't it?
Isn't it? Look here, I'm a school teacher. Can't help myself.
Ma'am, you can correct me any old time. Ain't no shame in being ignorant. Only shame in staying ignorant.
Brutal trip. Sea of mud, dust, and grass. Tell me what it's like. Oklahoma.
It grows on you. Got no more time.
Hush. Man's coming.
We're at the end of the line.
That's it. Push, sister, push. Hallelujah. Third baby born on this trail. First girl.
Let's go to Oklahoma.
My friend Charlie wants to be an undertaker. Says the money's good. People always end up dying.
That's for certain. Of course, undertakers end up dying too.
You want to be an undertaker?
No, sirree.
Clarence has big plans.
I'm going to be a teacher.
Like Miss Drusilla there.
There's no telling what Clarence could do. He could be president of the United States.
I think I'd rather be an undertaker.
But the children of Israel walked upon dry land in the midst of the sea, and the waters were a wall unto them on their right hand and on their left. Thus the Lord saved Israel that day out of the hand of the Egyptians. That'll be all for tonight. Clarence, Mingo, put the young ones in their bedrooms.
Best be making my rounds. See the section leaders and all.
You young ones say your prayers and go to sleep. I'm gonna walk away with Mr. Smith.
I'm a proud man, Mr. Drusilla, and this is kind of hard for me to admit. I want to learn to read myself. And I was wondering if I could sit in on your lessons at night.
You're not a Christian man, are you, Gypsy Smith?
No, Mr. Drusilla, can't say that I ain't. But when I hear you reading from the Bible, I think I'm almost converted.
What do you believe in?
I seen the worst of human nature. Tends to take the believing right out of you.
I've seen some ugly things, too, in my lifetime. But I still believe in goodness. Yes, yes, I do. Are you a married man, Gypsy Smith?
Can't say that I am. I was once. She was Comanche.
Where is she now?
Dead. Typhoid. I was away on a trail drive. When I come back, half the village was dead. My son, too.
Mr. Smith.
What about you? You're Mr.
I'm not married. Never have been. I'm a regular old maid.
What about them children?
Waifs, strays, orphans, abandoned. Ku Klux Klan burned down my schoolhouse in Tennessee. Bought me those 2 mules, a wagon, gathered my books, household goods, and those children who had nowhere else to go. Now we're heading for the promised land.
I picked out a good site for a town, Miss Drusilla. An old fort where I once worked as a horse wrangler. Not the best farmland, but that may work in your favor. Nobody will contest it.
Freedom. That's what we're gonna name it. That's where we're gonna start our life all over. You're welcome to come every evening for a reading lesson if you still have the urge to. And thank you for checking in on us.
Ma'am.
Come on. Move it. Move it. Close it up. Close it up. You gotta keep on going. We can't help you. We stop for you. We never make our 20 miles a day. We've got to do that. Sorry. Keep it moving. Move it. We've got a ways to go before we hit the starting line at Fort Reno. Keep it moving. Come hell or high water. Got
Milk, puss. This is downright embarrassing. Don't sound nothing like what you read. Puss will love you.
Very good. Excellent.
Bet I'm the worst student you ever met up with.
On the contrary. Prairie gets into your blood.
I love this country from the first I seen it. I was 15 years old. You could ride forever in them days without hitting up against a fence or a plowed field. I joined up with the Comanches. Now I'm part of this, bringing in settlers to kill off the land, like I helped to kill off the buffalo. You know what they call me? Black Buffalo Killer. Done so much that shames me now. Take a good look around while it's still God's country. One more day and every last piece of it's gonna be claimed by homesteaders.
It's called progress. Wheels are turning, there's no way of stopping them. Yes. We're part of something. Something big. Some kind of exodus, like in the Bible, to go forth and subdue the land and make it fruitful.
Well, milady, tomorrow you're gonna see a spectacle right out of the Bible itself. Spectacle of human greed.
What are you gonna do when it's over? When your job is finished?
Probably stick around for a while, watch you folks build a town. Might be interesting.
You wish you'd be part of it.
I'm not one for making promises. Don't know where I'm going to be, but I'm happy to be right here, right now.
No.
Wait.
I'm sorry, Gypsy, but I'm not having any bastards. Thank you. There's too many in the world as it is.
Kind of hate to hear you talking about bastards. I happen to be one.
So am I. That's why I'm not having any.
I'm not the marrying kind.
Well, I am.
I'll get you up to the front, then I'm gonna leave you.
You decided to make a claim for some land?
As far as I'm concerned, this land belongs to the Indians. I can't rightly make a claim. But I promised Mossberger I'll help you people find a town site, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Well, here we go. Best of luck to you, Miss Drusilla. On your way to freedom.
step, ma'am. Not this way. Excuse me.
Dexter? Dexter! City boy! Who had any idea when you left home you'd turn out like this? You got yourself all handsome. You must be fighting off the girls.
Oh, you should talk. Look at you. You're all grown up. Pretty dress.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm padded, boned, and bustled. It's the latest fashion from St. Louis. Look at little old Guthrie. Certainly has grown. You like it, living here?
May not look like much compared to St. Louis, but got the Guthrie Opera House now and electric lights. I'll show you around. Up ahead here is the Hornbeck building. It's the biggest office building in Guthrie. All the important men in the territory got offices there. Steam room in the basement and a 2-story brick privy out back.
Fascinating.
Do you want to see it?
The privy?
No, the building. I'll show you through it.
Please do.
Don't tell me this young lady's your sister.
Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Hornbeck. This is her.
Well, my. I had visions of a 12-year-old with pigtails and a dirty face.
I'm sorry if I disappoint you, Mr. Hornbeck.
Yeah. Ma'am, you're hardly disappointed. I'm just on my way out to Kingstree. It's a plantation house I'm building just southeast town. If you're sightseeing, you might be interested. I could give you and your sister a tour if she's a mind to it.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Hornbeck. But our father is arriving in less than an hour. We're having supper with him.
Well, that gives us plenty of time.
Thank you, Mr. Hornbeck. My sister and me would be honored.
Good.
Kingstree was the name of Mr. Hornbeck's family plantation back in South Carolina before the war. Damn Yankees burned it down.
It was a beautiful old house, but the new Kingstree will be beautiful, too. I do hope you think so. Of course, you must have seen grander mansions in St. Louis.
Oh, no, nothing is beautiful. It's like a dream. In here, make the lights soft in the afternoons, and a vanity over there, and a full-length mirror, and a chandelier with prismed globes.
You seem to know exactly what you want.
Oh, I do. I certainly do.
And electric lights. Even have them in the barn. Cimarron River, and Guthrie's over there.
Where's the Hornbeck building?
Okay. Look down my arm. Side on my thumb, see it?
Oh, I see it. It's the one with the funny roof.
Well, I hope it's not too funny.
Just over that hill and down the road 40 miles is the Indian Agency where I was born. 40 miles and a world away.
Not afraid now.
No, I love it. Only tell him to go faster.
Rachel, stop.
And he's so charming.
Richest man in the territory. Most powerful, too.
Is that so? What is your job exactly, Dexter?
Special deputy. I've been promoted.
A special deputy? What does that mean? I hear that Mr. Hornbeck travels all around the country with a slew of bodyguards. What for? He's only a councilman in the city of Guthrie.
Well, he's more important than that, Daddy. He's wealthy.
Yes. You see, a lot of radicals would like to kill him before he becomes governor when we get to be a state.
That house he built, no doubt he paid for it with money he and his cohorts bilked out of the Indians.
No. He inherited his money. Dexter says...
That's right. He comes from an old aristocratic family.
He's a gracious man. Honorable, too. I know how you are, Daddy, so suspicious. You turn your back on everything good in him and see only the bad.
Rachel, wasn't he the one behind the law prohibiting coloreds and whites from attending school together?
For your own information, Shelby Hornback will be president of the United States someday.
Then God save us all.
You better watch yourself. You think you know so much? You're just the kind of Negro lover the Klan likes to take care of. Goodbye, Rachel. I hope you'll be coming back to Guthrie soon now that you're out of school.
Dexter, wait!
Thought he was going to be proud of me, Rachel. Working for an important man like Shelby Hornback. But he's never going to be proud of me. He's never even going to like me.
Dexter,
Oh, he's the one that killed our mother, bringing her to that god-awful Indian outpost. Don't let him get you, too.
For a moment. It's been a year since we settled this town. Won't claim it's been easy. We're still here. Rumblings now of a Klan group forming up in Guthrie. But Lord help anybody come around here saying, Negro, get. This is our land. This is our town. And the name of this here town is freedom. It belongs to those who claim it, tame it, and make it bountiful. I'm real happy today to announce that Gypsy Smith here has finally agreed into being our new marshal.
I'm not much of a speechmaker.
That's all right.
So, let's dance. Come on up here.
Congratulations on being appointed marshal.
Yes, ma'am. Now I get to live in the jail and empty the prisoners' chamber pots.
So I can take the job.
How could I resist? Klan threatens to kill any colored man found wearing a lawman's badge. Anyway, Fulton said what the town needs for the job is a killer. I'm afraid I'm better known for my skills with a gun than for my skills on the dance floor.
Please follow me. No rhythm, Gypsy, but I like you. Clarence, where you off to?
Going back down to the dance.
Do some dancing for me.
Clarence is growing up.
Beginning to think of himself as a man.
Doesn't want to do his lessons. Just want to hang around some of the hooligans around town.
You want me to horsewhip him?
Thought you might give him good talking to. He looks up to you.
Birds and the bees.
This is serious, Gypsy.
The other night, he and Charlie Perkins were caught peeking into the Rollins window.
They're watching Sarah Rollins getting undressed. Her husband caught him.
I'll have a talk with the boy. But don't take it too serious. Never knew a boy his age that didn't want to take a peek at a naked woman.
Fine father you'd make.
Of course, you don't have to worry about that. You're not the marrying kind.
Hell, I got a job. Maybe it is time for me to settle down. You want to talk me into it?
Gypsy Smith, I wouldn't marry you if you got on your hands and knees and begged me.
That's real disheartening, Miss Drusilla, darling.
Don't.
Real disheartening.
Don't you.
Indeed.
Darton.
You have to leave, Gypsy. I am not wrestling with the devil anymore tonight.
Good night, Drusilla.
Gypsy. Do you love me, Gypsy Smith? It's a simple question. You can answer with a simple yes or no.
Love. What is that?
The trees we planted are having a hard time of it.
Mama always wanted trees. What about Corby?
I see him from time to time.
What does he look like?
Oh, he's not the Corby you remember. His father was killed. You know that? He's very bitter about it. He races his horse in some towns around here. He's taken the name of White Wolf.
White Wolf?
Well, now, don't laugh. He's very serious about it, Rachel.
This place. No wonder my mother went crazy.
I've seen you before, anyways. You was hired at the Brigham place to help with the threshing. I was working in the cookhouse.
Oh, yeah, I remember. You was frying up Johnny cakes.
We've been fishing at Miller's Pond. No fish. Doing chores. I hate milking. Can't get the smell off me. Rub my hands and arms in vinegar, but it still stink of milk. Smell.
Smell?
My arm. Don't stink of milk.
Smells fine to me, ma'am.
Oh, ma'am. My name's Miranda. You want some?
Some what?
Milk. What do you think? I'll give you some if you don't tell nobody.
Miranda! Get your Negro hands off of her!
You're not touching me, Pa.
We weren't doing nothing.
You dirty little whore. Get inside.
Pellets are just under the skin. There's no problem medically.
Ow. Ow.
Just 3 more to go. Now hold still now.
Ow.
She was a nice girl. It was all just talking.
You know this man, Tully? Got a farm about 5 miles northeast of here. Passed him on the road a few times. A cracker by the looks of him. Poor white trash.
Right. When the doc gets through patching him up, I'll get him down to the jail.
Jail? But we didn't do nothing.
It's for your own protection.
Marshal Gypsy Smith, is it?
Well, I declare I've heard about you. We brought the victim along to make the identification. Now, if you release those boys, we'll take them back to Guthrie to stand trial.
What's the charge?
Why, those boys raped this girl. Brutally beat her. God knows what all they did.
Well, Sheriff, we're gonna keep the boys here. We'll give them a fair trial, and if they be proved guilty, why, we'll take them out and hang them. You got my word?
Your word? Nigger, your word don't mean a thing to me. And that badge you're wearing don't neither. I'm the sheriff of this county, and the territorial courts are in Guthrie, and that's where those boys be tried and hung.
Don't get down.
Now, you listen to me, boy.
You listen to me. Each one of you is in the sight of a gun. Any one of you, as much as reach for a gun, none of you gonna ride out of here alive.
You're bluffing.
Am I? All right, man, show yourselves. That looks like a bluff to you, Sheriff.
This is insurrection, boy. Pure and simple. This'll get you hung.
Maybe so. Missy, did them boys beat you, or was it your pa?
Get away from her, you black bastard. You tell him to get away from her.
If the girl wants to file charges against the two prisoners, I'll be happy to oblige, and I guarantee that they'll be brought to trial.
By this time tomorrow, black boy, you'll be dead. Come on.
We'll be seeing you again, Marshal.
Who was that? Deputy with the long blonde hair riding a horse with 3 white stockings.
His name is Sonny Boy, something or the other. Fur trader. Tangled up with some Indian girl over at the agency, but keeps that secret. He's got a mean temper, so I hear.
I want to move the boys out of here. Gotta find a good hiding place.
A stone cellar. They'll be safe there. Even if a cyclone blew up and the whole town burned down.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Could be a gypsy. Maybe we ought to send for some help.
Where you gonna go to?
Army, Fort Greene.
You gonna send the governor a telegram? Declare martial law? Some clusters are riding around our area?
There's organized, Gypsy. That bunch over in Guthrie. And it's all secret. Only members know who other members are. They're gonna be as strong here as they are in Tennessee or South Carolina. Then it's gonna be too late for us. We have got to stop them, even if it means killing a few.
You think that if you kill a few more will come for revenge?
Race war. Then they'll be forced to send in federal troops. Then we'll have some organized protection against the Klan.
I'm taking you boys to a hiding place.
Are we gonna die, Gypsy?
No, son. No.
Is Corby White here? Little Raven? White Wolf. Now, what in the hell, what must?
Ave Womps. Welcome home.
Your eyelashes. You've got the longest eyelashes. Any of these papooses yours?
No, Rachel.
Thought you'd have a nice round Indian squaw by now. I was joking, I didn't mean anything. I'm sorry about your father. What is this all about? What are you doing to yourself? You could have been a teacher or a doctor or anything.
I still wouldn't be good enough to marry you. Isn't that what your father said?
You've thrown away everything. Your education, and you've become so Indian.
And you've become so white. White icing on a cake.
I wrote you letters. I never knew if you got them. I never heard from you. All this time I never heard from you.
What good would it do?
Colby. I ache for you at night. I just ache for you.
It's no good, Rachel.
Hold me. Put your arms around me. Press against me, be with me, make it like it used to be.
Nothing will ever be like it used to be. We're in two separate worlds. It's too late.
Oh, it doesn't have to be too late, Corby. If we just hold each other, if we just... I was riding in the wind.
I was hoping you'd be here. Had some business at the agency. Thought it might be a good time to call on you. Meet your father. Got a little business proposition for him.
Mr. Hornbeck wants to submit my name for a position opening at the University of Oklahoma.
Well, it's not just a position. Vice Chancellor, well, he could end up as president of the university. What do you think about that?
Not very much, I'm afraid.
Daddy? Sounds like a wonderful opportunity.
Well, that's what I told him. Please think it over. Man of your talent seems, well, wasted out here in no man's land. I was afraid I was going to miss you. Bye, Rachel.
Mr. Hornbeck?
Please call me Shelby. I so enjoyed meeting you, sir. Give some thought to what I said now. Please don't gawk, gentlemen. That happens to be the woman I'm gonna marry.
Yeah!
Did they get anything to eat?
Yes. Yes. We took good care of them. Boys are in a stone cellar behind the mayor's house. We got men standing guard.
When's this gonna stop? Why do they want to kill our children?
I don't know. I ain't got the answers.
I can't take this anymore, going through all this alone. Gypsy, are you gonna marry me or what?
Who, me?
I'm serious.
Lucilla, You're a good Christian. You think of love as something very serious. Hell, I'm a heathen. And I think of love along with laughter and fun, but that don't mean I'm not sincere.
Will you marry me?
Sure.
When?
Tomorrow'll be just fine.
You're joking with me.
There's the signal. You stay inside. Put out all the lamps. I wasn't joking.
Is there anything I can do?
Just start sewing on that wedding dress.
We're gonna need everyone who can swing a hoe or a wet sack. We need wagons to carry folks out to the fire line. With this wind, it's gonna carry people. I've seen them, Jesse. Klansmen, in their sheets, 16 in all, up there on Palmer's Place. They had a little powwow, then broke off into 3 groups. We gotta check on them boys!
The Klan! They come! Shot the lad out of the kitchen!
The boys? What about the boys?
They're gone! I don't know where! I didn't see!
Where's Giza?
They fell down on the floor! I didn't feel like I...
Giza! We got the boys! How do we find? Must have got a hold of the sentry somehow. I'm gonna try to pick up that trail south of town. You take the posse and head north. Try to get between them and Guthrie. Urgency with this flame! We can't just make the house burn down! Water! Water! They're boys! They're just young boys!
Shot man.
Cut the son of a bitch. I want all those niggers to see what happens to any black man dumb enough to wear a lawman's badge. Cut his balls off.
Let me do the honors.
Drusilla.
Don't tell me.
No, it's all right. It's all right. He's coming to. His head wound is okay, and I managed to get that bullet out of his chest.
Does he know?
He knows everything. Drusilla, don't expect too much.
Gypsy? It's me, darling, Drusilla. I'm here, my love.
Clarence.
It wasn't your fault. You were one man and against the clan.
It was just always.
We buried them, Gypsy. It was a beautiful day. The sun was out, no wind even. Sometimes it's so hard to understand. And there's so much beauty in the world, how there can be such hate, such cruelty. But we have to put that behind us somehow and go on. You've got to get well. Get you out of here as soon as possible and take you home.
Mom.
Home. With me. Our home. I told Preacher Bradbourne to be on the alert. As soon as you're ready, he's waiting to perform the ceremony. Marriage ceremony. Remember, you promised me.
Drusilla.
Yes, Gypsy.
Go away.
Yes. I don't want to wear you out. I'll be back in the morning. Nothing has changed.
I've been looking all over for you.
What do you want?
Gypsy Smith. He was hurt bad.
Is he dead?
They shot him. They mutilated him.
What do you mean mutilated?
They castrated him.
Rachel.
Left him for dead. My father's bringing him home. He wanted you to know.
I could stay in the bar. No. You can stay here where we can take care of you.
Makes me ashamed of being white. Makes me sick to death of it.
He going to be okay. I take care of Gypsy. No worry.
Gun. You don't need a gun here.
God.
The clan won't come here. You won't have to use it.
Give him the gun, Daddy. Tell him how safe he is here. Who knows what those men will do? They're so filled with hate and loathing. How do you know?
Rachel, is it true that there is a Negro sleeping in my mother's house?
Gypsy Smith is a friend of this family's, and he's suffering.
What about all the people he's made suffer? He's a gunslinger, a bounty hunter.
Dexter, don't make trouble.
Make trouble? You're the one making trouble bringing a Negro into the house. I'm doing all I can just protect you.
I don't want you here, young man. You're going to talk like that.
Don't worry. I'm not here to darken your doorstep. I'm here on official business. I got it before light to deliver this myself. It's to celebrate the opening of Guthrie's new opera house. Shelby Hornbeck has invited you to the commemoration ball in Kingstree.
Invited me where?
Kingstree, his new home. Hey, look at that. Gold trimmed. It's the biggest social event ever in Guthrie.
He's invited me to be his guest.
Where would you stay? Who'd look after you?
Well, I would, of course. I'll get a room in my boarding house. She is my sister. I'm not some damn criminal.
Dexter. I don't know. It's a difficult time. I guess I'm just not in the mood for a party.
Might have known you wouldn't help me.
Dexter, I'm sorry.
Mr. Hornbeck seems to be so taken with you. He's not inviting you to a beheading. He's asking you to a party. You know, music and dancing.
It sounds so grand. What would I do for a dress?
This is important to me, Rachel. I never ask you for much.
Gypsy? Do you think this will make a pretty dress? I'm invited to a ball. The commemoration ball in Guthrie. I found this at the bottom of my mother's trunk. She kept it for years. She always wanted a dress made out of this, but she never had anywhere to wear it.
I don't know about dresses, Miss Rachel.
It doesn't seem real. Dancing and flowers and people and music. There's a world out there, and I'm going to be in it. For one night, anyway. I never knew you to be such a reader. All of Daddy's books. One little smile wouldn't crack your face. It's a fairy tale, Gypsy. And I'm invited to it, and the handsome prince is a man named Shelby Hornbeck.
Lawmaker over in Guthrie?
That's right. And he's really handsome, too, Gypsy. He is.
If you say so, Miss Rachel, I believe it.
Father thinks I'm a white supremacist, is that it?
My father's worried that you might be a member of the
KKK, is that what you're gonna say?
something like that.
Some terrible things happened to my family during the war. My father was killed in battle. I was just a boy hiding in the woods with my mother while freed slaves and Yankee soldiers burned our home and our crops. My mother died a few months later. I do carry some bitterness. I'd be lying if I said I didn't. But I do not wear a sheet.
I never believed you did.
I've been haunted by my mother's death for so many years now.
I'm haunted, too. I found my mother hanging from the ceiling. I was just a kid.
It's a cruel message for a mother to leave her daughter.
Yes, it was. She seemed to be saying that life is too difficult, too painful, too empty to keep on struggling. That it was better to die than go through it. And I want to be like her. I want to have a life filled with love and joy and family.
I've never married Rachel because I couldn't find a woman that I loved and admired and trusted. Until now.
This is too fast. This is all happening too fast.
And the first day I saw you, I knew. It seems impossible now, the thought of facing the future without you.
Gypsy, are you sure you want to try this? Never going to get the strength back laying in the bed.
Thought you didn't want people seeing you like this.
No matter no more. Gotta push. Gotta drive myself. Get my legs back. Get back on my horse.
Oh, Jesus. Why are you in such a rush? What are you trying to prove?
Sooner I get out of this house, the better. Don't want to get Maxwell and Rachel in any kind of mess with the Ku Klux Klan.
Gypsy, you up and about? Come in. I got some strong black coffee.
No, thank you, Nita. Nita, a man named Sonny Boy Reeves. Long blonde hair. Rides a horse with 3 white stockings.
Yes, yes. He buys skins. Come here once in a while. Got Indian girl he's sweet on.
Next time he come here, you fetch me. No matter what time it is. You understand?
What are you planning to do?
You ain't thinking I'm gonna let them Klansmen get away with what they done, do you? Killing ain't even begun yet. When I'm well, them Kluxes better give their souls to God because their mortal bodies belongs to Gypsy Smith.
Hey, you once told me words had more power than guns.
I'll be talking with my guns.
Here you go, Nita.
Miss Rachel! Wedding dress all the way from St. Louis! Miss Rachel, it's here! The wedding dress! Beautiful, very beautiful.
I look like one of those brides on top of a wedding cake. Bland and sweet and white. Like icing on a cake.
So it's true. You're getting married.
Yes.
It's nothing to me. Veoa. That's what you are now.
White woman? Yes, that's what I am. And I'm proud of it.
What am I? A dirty Indian? Is that what you're thinking? Dirty from charcoal from my fire. A dirty Indian.
Corby! Corby! Damn you, Corby! Wait! You know how much this dress cost? Shelby had it specially made for me in St. Louis! You're jealous. You can't stand to see me happy.
Maybe I am.
Let go of me.
Maybe I can't help myself. Maybe I'm just burning up.
Don't.
I want you, Rachel.
you so bad.
You're gonna get me dirty.
There was a time when you liked being dirty.
We mustn't. We can't do this.
I can't stand it anymore. I'm going crazy for you.
Somebody's gonna see us.
Tears? What's the matter?
What have we done?
What we had to do. What we've been wanting to do. What we were meant to do.
It must be 5 o'clock. Daddy will be home. I have to get supper.
I want you to come with me.
I can't do that. My dress is ruined. What am I gonna do? I have to take it to Guthrie. There's a French laundry there. Shelby can't find out. Oh, God, he mustn't find out.
You're still planning on marrying him after this? Do you love him? Just tell me that.
I can't love anybody the way I love you.
Then come with me right now. We'll head out for Mexico. Leave everything behind.
Don't do this to me, Corby.
You carved a sign in the tree by the river. It said we'd be married someday. I'm gonna hold you to it.
Corby, please. Don't make this difficult. What happened between us today can't ever happen again. I made a promise to Shelby Hornbeck. And I'm gonna keep it. It's what I want. I can't be an Indian squaw. I have a chance for something fine. Grace and beauty. It's what my mother wanted, and she never got it. So please just be my friend. Wish me luck.
Go to hell.
Thank you, sir, for the ride. Perhaps you can tell me where I can find Agent Maxwell.
The thing is, he's sleeping. Nights he's out walking, days he's sleeping. Or buried in books.
I want to make a life with him. For better or worse.
Drusilla, it's not you. Gypsy won't see anybody. He's so proud. I think he must feel like he's not a man anymore.
Do you know what it's like to love somebody? And you can't be with them. Gypsy,
I'll leave you alone.
Oh, Gypsy. I've been going crazy.
What do you want?
What do I want? I want to help you. Don't shut me out, Gypsy. I can't stand it. All those weeks wondering if you were going to live or die. And then you just left without even a message for me.
I can't do nothing for you. Don't you get that? I'm not a man.
I don't care. I love you.
I got no love inside me. Not for you, not for nobody. Now get. I'm a dead man.
How do I just stop?
What do I have to do? You're not wanted here. I don't want you.
Please, Gypsy. You're gonna shoot me.
Goodbye. Say that you buried me, along with Clarence and the others. Forget me. I am dead and buried.
Done some things I'm not proud of. And I can't honestly say I've never been with anyone before. But I swear, I've never been with a woman like you. And I've never been. Tell me you've never been with anyone. I have to hear that.
No. Of course not.
Couldn't stand the thought of another man touching you.
No one.
How does it look?
Where am I ever gonna wear this?
We'll go to Europe after the elections. I'll take you on a proper honeymoon. Do many occasions. No more climbing trees or running barefoot for you.
You're spoiling me. You're gonna have to stop.
Enjoy by anything. Dresses from New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Silk camisoles from Paris. Please, aren't you? I wanted to surprise you.
I'm overwhelmed. Look at this handwork. And a riding hat. Shelby, I've ridden horses all my life. I've never had a riding hat before.
Well, it's necessary. We're going to be having hunting parties.
And picnics. And dinners.
And recitations in the drawing room. Flowers and music. I want King Street known all over the territory. A symbol of everything fine and good. So we shouldn't have to leave you today. Aunt Bertha has the day planned for you. She rules the roost, you know. You won't have to do a thing.
But I want to. I want to do everything.
Why do you lock your closet?
Well, I keep important papers in there.
What if there was a fire and you weren't here? I should have a key.
Aunt Bertha's the keeper of keys. She takes her duties very seriously. Now, we don't want to deprive her of any of them, do we?
Shelby, I want to be a good wife to you. I don't want to disappoint you. Tell me what you want me to do, what you expect from me.
I do love you. You don't have to do a thing, except smile and shine and give me a son. Well, Mrs. Hornbeck, I best be on my way. Much to be done if I'm going to be governor. You're going to be governor's wife. Find something beautiful to wear when I come home for supper tonight.
Shelby, what about the gun?
What about it?
It was the first thing I saw when I opened my eyes this morning.
Well, it's just there for our protection, darling.
I don't like guns. I never have.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Gypsy. He's here.
Sonny boy?
Over at the boarding house in number 3. He sent for Lulak. She know not to say nothing.
Send somebody to the stable. Tell them to saddle up his horse.
Gypsy?
I was hoping not to wake you.
So, you're going away?
That's right. I won't be back.
Where are you off to?
Better for you not to know nothing about my plans.
Gypsy, I'm concerned. If you're bent on revenge, I have to say this. One man can't put a stop to the clan. It'll only enrage him more, and in the end, they're gonna win.
I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but it ain't none of your business. I left some money upstairs on the table. Still owe you plenty. I'm indebted to you.
God bless you, Gypsy Smith.
I never much believed in God, John Maxwell. Get up. You know who I am, and do like you told. Get up.
You better get away with this. You better think twice about what you're doing.
Come on.
You listen here, boy.
Have I got your attention, Bucker? Then listen. From now on, you're gonna be living from minute to minute, and the minute you give me trouble, I'm gonna kill you. Got that in your head, Bucker? Got it?
Yeah.
Suit yourself. Agonizing way to die, though. Slow suffocation gives you time to think about things. You gonna stand like that till you tell me the names.
They'll kill me if I tell.
Well, it looks to me like you gonna kill yourself if you don't. You tell me what I want to know, and I'll put you on your horse and give you a head start.
Hell, I know I can trust the likes of you.
Looks to me like you ain't got no choice.
You'll never get away with this. They'll kill you. Let me down. Take the rope off. It wasn't me. It wasn't me that cut you up.
Who then?
It was Roy Pinkerton's knife. He runs Carlile outside of Guthrie.
Roy Pinkerton was there. Who else? Tell me the rest.
Let me down. Let me down.
Give me the names now.
Roscoe Brown. He's a deputy for Sheriff Harriman.
What about the sheriff?
He was there, too.
Go on. Give me the rest. Give me all of them.
I'll head straight for the border. You never see me again.
Listen, Bucker, and listen good. I'm gonna let the clan know who squealed. So if I don't get you, they will. Your only hope is to ride as fast as you can, as far as you can. Now get on with it. Your time's running.
You gotta give me a chance. I don't know the trails. This here's wild country.
I'm giving you more of a chance than you gave them boys. One more thing. Who's the one that cut me?
The one that cut you? Well, it's Shelby Hornbeck. Shelby Hornbeck down the cut.
Get.
Better ride fast, Bucker. If I catch up with you, I'm gonna kill you. That's a promise. Yeah, yeah! Yeah!
Sheriff! Sonny Boy Reeves! Found him up in the Glass Mountains when I was rounding up some stray cows. Got a hole blown through him big as a mine shaft.
Songs of the rude world heard in the day, lulled by the moonlight, have all passed away. Beautiful dreamer, queen of my song, this one I would.
Sorry to interrupt, Shelby. Sonny Boy was shot with a buffalo gun or a cannon.
What is it? What's wrong?
It doesn't concern you, Rachel. Go back in for the entertainment.
Did you say somebody's been shot?
It's nobody you know, Rachel. There's nothing for you to be concerned about. Now go back in, please. We have guests.
Of course, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
It's probably one of those Indians that done it. Sonny Boy was doing some fur trading.
All right, go round up some of these Indians that keep giving us trouble.
Got some hard cases. Little Pipe's still out there running loose. Running Fox always getting the tribe shook up. They get their hands on these buffalo guns, they're better armed than we are.
Right. I'll personally put up $25 a head for every damn Indian you bring in here till we get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
You.
This is crazy, Dexter.
White man killed for no reason. It has to be Indians.
That's ridiculous. You can't do this.
I'd hate to have to arrest you, too.
Are you threatening me, Dexter?
I got a warrant to pull in suspects, and that's what I'm doing.
Oh, you arrest them so you can get the money by turning them in. You and Deputy Brown. You're cleaning up.
You're just upset about Corby White. Can't stand to see nothing bad happen to your favorite. Damn. Where are they? You see them?
No.
What kind of rifle would shoot that from? Definitely a buffalo rifle. What the hell's going on here? Look, I'm gonna get some help. I'm gonna make a fast run to Fort Reno, bring back a posse, take me about 3 hours at the most. I'm putting you in charge.
Corby, I'm going to drive this rig to Fort Reno. You come with me. We'll clear all these charges against you.
I go with you, they'll trump up something. Put me away.
Well, at least help me get the driver in the wagon.
Leave the vejo to the buzzards.
Corby, you're throwing your life away.
If I throw my life away, it will be like my father threw his. Oh, wait! Whoever you are my friend.
Whoa, Gypsy. I thought it must be you. Nobody could have picked off that deputy from that distance.
Sit. So, you trailed me, huh? You're getting to be a damn good Indian. I didn't know you was one of them that was hauling in. I was out to get Deputy Roscoe Brown. Deputy Brown was one of them cluxes that killed them boys. Maxwell's boy, Dexter, was another one. Always was an ornery cuss. But I don't know how I'm gonna shoot him.
Maybe I could do it for you.
You just found out another name that's keeping me awake nights. Shelby Hornbeck. He's the one that cut me. She sure as hell don't know what she's married up with.
I can't help her. She made her bed.
Now she can lay in it. Hey, White Wolf. You can't fool an old joker like me. I know you love her. You don't want no harm to come to Rachel. But she is living with a dangerous man. A man I'm gonna have to kill. But first, I gotta meet up with Sheriff Alva Harriman.
Here you go. Home.
Sheriff Harriman, glad to see you wearing your gun. Wouldn't want to shoot a man who didn't have his gun.
Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband does safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. An evil woman, my brothers, an evil woman will lead you like an ox to the slaughter. Lust not after her.
Sheriff has been killed. What?
Neither let her take thee with her
Excuse me,
eyes.
Rachel.
A virtuous woman is a help.
Tell me, there's a sick soul out there. His name's Gypsy Smith.
You think he knows our names?
I do. He won't stop until he's dropped all of us.
All right, tighten security. Get more men out of the house.
That Gypsy Smith is a devil. We gotta make him the most wanted criminal in the territory. We gotta pursue him like the hounds of hell.
Such language. And at the table.
Gypsy Smith would never do this. Unless he had good reason.
Rachel?
I can't stand this. All these men standing around the house with guns. Gypsy Smith would never hurt us.
She always stands up for him. Him and Corby White, another outlaw.
Corby White is hardly an outlaw.
Well, he was under arrest and your father let him go.
My father?
He's not mine. Not my real one, anyway. You and him cared more about Corby White than me, that's for certain.
I don't feel well.
Praise the Lord. I think it's the morning sickness.
It's like an entire army down there.
You're standing in the light. The men out there can see right through your nightgown. I don't want anybody looking at you but me.
Gypsy Smith has been misunderstood. Believe me. The Klan got to him, you know. They did terrible things.
Tell me about Corby White.
There's nothing to tell.
You were raised together? He's like what? Your brother?
Yes. We were very close.
When you were children?
Why do you keep asking about Corby?
He never did this to you, did he? Never touch you like this?
No, never.
No. Naked. I want to see you naked. What about this? You ever see this? Touch this?
No, I keep telling you no. I swear to you. Corby and I, we were just friends.
Yeah, you already told me, Rachel. Like brother and sister. I'll be working late. Don't expect me for supper.
But Daddy's coming.
You'll have to cancel it.
Shelby, did you forget? We're having dinner on the veranda.
Your father aided and abetted the escape of some prisoners. Now, I've taken care of it, but I think it might be prudent for us to disassociate, at least until after the election.
That's absurd. How do I disassociate from my father?
He will not be having supper here at King Street, with or without me. Is that understood?
Don't be like this. I've been looking forward to it.
Shelby, excuse me, may I come in? Dexter is waiting for you outside. He says that it is very important.
Tell Shelby, Aunt Bertha, tell him about our plans for tonight.
Oh, Rachel has asked me to make my famous Charlotte Russe, and there'll be flowers and candles.
Please, Shelby.
Goodbye now, Rachel. Surely you can find something else to occupy your time.
Of course. There's the sewing circle, isn't that right, Aunt Bertha? And the women's temperance meeting at 3. And then tea with Preacher Semple and his lovely wife.
Oh, I thought you liked Preacher Semple.
I don't have a life here. I'm like a visitor in my own house.
Then perhaps Aunt Bertha can let you help her with some of the household accounts. I didn't realize you were so bored.
I'm going to see my father, Shelby. And you don't have to worry. He won't be crossing this threshold because I'd be embarrassed to have him here under the circumstances.
Rachel, that's no way to talk to your husband. No way at all.
A lynch mob is out looking for Gypsy, and he's gonna die in a shootout or a hangman's rope. He's obviously out to get revenge. These bodyguards, Rachel, they go with you everywhere.
It's only until after the elections. Shelby says there's so many dissidents in the territory now. All the criminals have come west.
He may be right about that one. Rachel, are you happy?
Of course I am. I have everything I want. I have a beautiful house and dressmakers and servants and parties and dances. We're planning a trip to New Orleans. Shelby says he wants to show me off.
Well, I'm glad that everything turned out the way you wanted it to. Well, I better get started.
Yes. I'm sorry I couldn't have you out to King Street. Shelby's been having meetings out there. You know, I hate all that business. This should relieve the tightness. Make it easier to breathe.
Oh, I've prayed that I might soon hear the pounding of little feet down these halls. Oh, Rachel, are you sure you're not expecting?
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
You have a nervous nature. Hot compresses could help relax your womanly parts. You must close your eyes and think of pleasant things when you're in bed with your husband. Shelby wants a son. It's your duty to give him one. You simply have to try harder. And you mustn't fight him. That's not your place. A woman's job is to grin and bear it. Oh, that's what I always say. Grin and bear it, grin and bear it.
Rachel?
That's the business, isn't it? That's what keeps you running around every night and every day.
How dare you?
That's what you've been working so hard on. Burning out defenseless people. You were in on it, weren't you? Those boys over in Freedom. You must be proud of yourself. Mutilating children. You made a bad mistake when you did it to Gypsy Smith. He'll get you, you bastard!
Speak to me with respect.
You lied to me about everything!
Virtuous woman. Wasn't that a lie? My property. You sold me a bill of goods, and you will deliver on it.
I'm on the run, Drusilla. I've been hiding in the woods.
I know. Your picture's tacked up on every telegraph pole from here to Guthrie. There's a price on your head.
I hid my horse down in the gully. He's spent. I need some food. A change of clothes. They can spot me a mile away and this. I need to rest you till dark. Can you keep it a secret from the children?
Just stay in here. The kids will be in school. They say you killed 3 men in cold blood. Is that true?
Yes.
Why are you doing this, Gypsy? What good is revenge? Does it make you feel better to blow somebody's brains out? It's like some sickness eating you up inside. For what?
You gonna help me or not?
I'll get you some breakfast, some wash water. Bed's still warm.
Rachel, you've been shut up in here for 2 days. It isn't natural.
I'm fine. I don't need anything.
Helga's roasting a leg of mutton.
I do hope you're coming down for supper.
Corby. Oh, God. It is you.
You can't stay here. This man you married.
I know. He's in the clan.
Rachel? Are you out there? I fixed you a nice plate. Mutton be dry as a bone.
What did he do to you?
It doesn't matter. You can't stay here. If he finds you, he'll kill you.
He beat you.
He never will again.
I'll kill him.
No. I heard something.
I came to get you, Rachel. I want you to come with me. Now.
No, it's no use. They'll track us down like dogs.
Rachel. Aren't you going to introduce me? To your friend?
He's leaving. Let him go.
Stay right where you are. Hands over your head. You heard him. Get your hands up. You were touching my wife.
Let him go. He wasn't doing anything. It's not what you think.
Oh, you know what I think? I think there's a little too much brotherly love out here in the barn.
Please let him go.
Tie him up.
Don't hurt him.
Go back to the house, Rachel. Hear me? Go back to the house. This Indian attack that these gentlemen here saw it. Witnesses.
Dexter, we all grew up together. Don't do this. Don't be a part of it.
Do what your husband says, Rachel. Now.
You touched my wife. Your hands were on her. Now, it's not the first time, is it? You spoiled her for any white man. Strip. If you whip me, you better kill me. Because I'll kill you if you don't. Looks like we're gonna have to teach you how to talk to a white man, too.
there.
What the hell have you done? Rachel, my knife!
Don't move.
Oh, don't shoot me, please don't shoot me. Come on, please don't call me. Don't shoot me.
My God, he's my brother.
He's the only witness to all this. They'll put our necks in the noose. No, I wouldn't. I swear to God, I won't, Bob. Shut up! Turn around! You got off this time, Beho. You ever cross my path again, I swear.
Gypsy. It's dark out. You make me promise to wake you.
I ain't slept that sound in years.
Your horse is out back. I filled your saddlebags with food. I have some clothes here for you.
Lay down by me. Just for a minute.
Are you involved in that mess out at Guthrie?
What mess is that?
Your friend White Wolf killed Shelby Hornbeck.
Glory be.
He took Rachel hostage. They've rounded up every posse in the territory. The militia at Fort Reno's even involved.
Oh, Lord. I gotta find them. Sometimes, in the middle of the night, I swear you lay next to me. I reach out to touch you. Feel such despair when there's nothing there.
I'm there. Even when you can't touch me.
I want you to promise me something. I want you to get married and have a family.
I already have a family. All these kids. And you. You're my family.
No, Drusilla. You gotta promise me. This is rough country and rough times. I don't want you living without a husband, without somebody to hold you close at night.
It's not fair. We could have had a life. A good life together.
Something else. I never thanked you for teaching me how to read. It's been a comfort. I love you, Drusilla. I've always loved you.
I love you too. God knows.
I've done a lot of terrible stuff. And you know most of it. You'll hear more. But I want you to remember this part, the good part, that I could love somebody too. I want you to know that you're the kindest,
human being I ever knowed in my whole life. In my whole life. And you're the smartest and the prettiest. You'll never see me again.
I know. Nobody knows this place. We'll be safe here. Got some fur stashed here. It'll keep us warm. Oh, Rachel. It's all right, Rachel. We'll be safe here for now.
We're gonna die, aren't we?
Rachel, somebody outside.
It's far enough. Who are you?
Gypsy Smith. I'm alone.
Gypsy.
Gypsy.
It's Rachel. Had an idea you might know about this place. There's a posse about 4 hours behind me. Marshal Renfrew and his men. They got wind of something.
4 hours, that's all we've got.
I'm heading south to the raid where I got a cache. With you riding double, I don't know. Maybe we can steal another horse along the way. If not, I know some Comanches might sell us a couple. From there, we head out for Mexico. Even then, it's going to take 4 or 5 nights of hard riding to get there.
You'd have a better chance making it alone.
Hell, Navistak. Seems we was destined to travel the same road together from the beginning, remember?
What about your revenge on the clan?
What good is revenge? Don't make a man feel any better. I ain't got no more stomach for it. You coming?
This ought to buy us a couple of days. They'll figure you two are heading for no man's land. Time they find out different, we'll be halfway to the raid. Need to rest a day or two when we get to the raid. Treat ourselves to a hot meal. I got a pretty good cache put away in a cave down there.
What cave?
Medicine Bluff Cave. Indians call it Cave of the Ancient Ones.
Tell you something, I'm so hungry right now, my stomach thinks my throat's been cut.
Gypsy says it's warm in Mexico, even in the winter. He says the beaches are so white, it hurt his eyes. Try not to think about what happened, Rachel. Think about Mexico.
I'm trying.
We'll sleep on the sand and watch the stars. In the morning, we'll swim in the waves and fish for our breakfast. We'll have babies. Remember how you always wanted lots of babies?
Mexico.
Yeah, we just have to get there.
That's him.
Send a telegram to all law enforcement officers in the area to be on the lookout for the renegade and his white woman captive, Mrs. Shelby Hornbeck.
Excuse me, Marshal, sir, but she didn't look like no captive to me. They was carrying on mighty friendly. Woman running around half naked.
Hey, whatever my sister's doing, she's being forced.
If you say so, but...
Let's go get him.
Two more posses on the way. One coming from Duncan, about 20 men. Another forming in Wichita Falls. Go get them, Box.
Now. Can we make it? They'll be coming from all sides.
Go on! Came from that outcrop in there. That must be nearly a mile.
A buffalo gun, that's what I keep telling you. It's Gypsy Smith.
Don't anybody even think about trying to capture him. If he gets within rifle range, kill the son of a bitch!
Run for it.
Damn you!
Killed Big Red. The horse my father gave to me.
I know. We need a tourniquet.
Look out.
Hey, down there! Now the stack, can you hear me? I hear you! I'm coming down. Can you keep those bastards below dodging for a little while?
Rachel, my rifle.
Gypsy, come on! Coming down there, down his back. I'm on the way!
That's the best thing about us can shoot. We ain't got nothing to worry about. How bad is it?
You gotta get this cleaned out.
I got some improvement in my cash. It's a disinfected wound. It's gonna hurt like hell, Colby. Looks fractured but not shattered. Clean it up and bandage it tight. Renfrew and his boys. They're undressing on top of us. What do you think of them odds, Navistacks? What can we do? Do? Well, first thing we do is fix us a cooking fire and have us a hot meal. And I'm not talking lumpy day. I'm talking pork and beans and canned stew. I got hot tacks and hot coffee. What else could you ask for? Living in the lap of luxury?
For how long?
For as long as we got food and ammunition. I got an arsenal over there. Hell, two of us can hold off an army from up here.
Well, there's just no way to get to them. Hell, they could be holed up there for God knows how long.
Ride back to the nearest telegraph station. That should be Waurika. Send a telegram to the commander at Fort Sill. Tell him we got Gypsy Smith and that Indian White Wolf trapped at Medicine Bluff Cave. And we need a cannon to get him out.
Now, the only thing they can do is surrender or die, so maybe you can talk some sense into them?
I can try.
Oh, and there have been some reports that she's not being held against her will. Marshal Renfrew is prepared to hold his fire for 30 minutes to give you time to talk to her. But she won't come down with you. She's gonna die up there with the two of them lowlights.
I understand.
Excuse me, sir. I'm from the Harper's Weekly. You mind answering a few questions about your daughter and that Indian?
Yes, sir, I do mind. Dexter, 30 minutes is not enough time for me to even get up there.
I got you 30 minutes. I can't do no more. Oh, tell her everything will be okay if she'll just keep her mouth shut about what happened at King Street. You understand?
What did happen, Dexter?
Just tell her that.
It is. It's my father.
Navistacks? This is where we all come to the end of the trail.
Hello, you in the cave? I'm coming in.
Danny.
My darling girl. Gypsy, we meet again.
Good to see you, Neho, my father. I wish you were under better circumstances.
I too know, my son. No, there isn't much time. They brought in a cannon from Fort Sill, and they're going to use it. And they told me to tell you that it's your choice, but that there are only a few minutes left.
Well,
I'm sure as hell not going to give them Klansmen the satisfaction of seeing me swing from a rope. I'll go on back to the lookout. Leave you to talk to these two alone.
Corby, can I convince you to turn yourself in?
I killed 2 deputies of Hornbeck's. Killed some since. They'll hang me.
Maybe not. Maybe we can make a case.
Don't lie to me. The law or the Klan. Whichever gets to me first. That's the truth of it.
Rachel, you must come with me.
Corby dies, I don't want to live.
No, don't.
Give us a minute or two alone. Rachel, you have to live for me.
I should have grabbed onto you right at the beginning. I'd never let you go.
I don't want to force you to leave, Rachel, but I will if I have to.
No, Corby.
Why would you call me White Wolf? My father gave me the name. It's a serious thing.
I gave you the name of Corby. It's serious too.
Listen to me, Rachel. I can't go with you. I'm not gonna let them hang me. Indians say if a man dies of strangling, the spirit can't get out of his body to travel to the spirit land. He has to wander forever.
You believe that?
I'm an Indian. You have to go, Rachel. Alone.
Rachel.
Let me go. Let me go. Corby, give me your hand. Corby, give me your hand.
Now, you listen, Miss Rachel. Get a hold of yourself. You have to be braver than both of us to walk out of here and start a new life. You can do it. You hear me? Rachel! Wherever we are, in the spirit land, in heaven or in hell, we gonna be counting on you, me and him, to carry on for us. Of course you can. I know you. Full of life and spirit. There ain't nothing you can't do. Now, go on, Rachel. Say goodbye.
Corby.
I'll be with you, Rachel. Wherever you are, I'll be with you. Goodbye, Neil, my father.
Little Raven, Nimias Yaksane, may you have a good journey.
I love you, Rachel. All the days of my life, I've loved you.
Don't know about you, Navistack, but I'm going out fighting. Nice knowing you, White Wolf.
Maybe we'll meet on the hanging road and make the journey to the spirit land together.
Maybe. Hey, you sons of bitches! It's a good day to die!
The Indian come out? Yes, sir. Fire!
wildflowers. I don't even know if you like them. So many things Gypsy and I never got around to discussing. I do know that he loved this country.
I wonder what it'll look like in 100 years. White Wolf would hate this. Fences and farms and fields of wheat and corn. New houses going up every day. My brother Dexter is buried over there. They found his body last January, frozen in a field this side of Guthrie. Nobody knows what happened. Maybe he just wandered there and gave up. Such a lost soul. I feel only pity for him now.
I still believe in goodness, Rachel. In spite of everything.
Goodness. Yes, there is still good. There's still hope.